Hello, Emily here. I have finished knitting. I knit it quite a bit. I believe I'm going to make this into a hat. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with it until right now. And I also know now that I did not show you how to end your knitting, which is terrible because we all have to know how to do that. So I'm going to do that now. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and knit just like regular. You got your first one. You're going to do your second one. When you do your second one, you're going to take this first one and you're going to take it right over the top of the one you just did. There you go. You're going to knit the next one. You're going to take this one and take it right over the top. Okay. And do another one. Take it right over the top. And you can see here that it's making a nice edge. So let's do that again. So it comes off quite easy. So I'm here at the last one. Da da da! Alrighty. So I have a nice end, and it's nice and moves really good with this. And I think that knitting uses less yarn than crocheting, because if I would have crocheted something this long, I believe it would have took me more yarn. So since I've decided I'm going to make this into a hat, I am going to now, I'll be sewing this end to this end, and this will be my hat, and I'll drawstring it up here. Or I'm sorry, I'll drawstring it down here. So here I want to have my a brim, a rim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along here, and I'm just going to pick up these stitches. See how I'm just going along here and picking. That's really nice with knitting, is picking up stitches is really simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up these stitches. I am going to do knit 2 knits and 2 purls to make a rim for my hat. So I have it all on my needle here, and I'm going to take my other needle, and I'm going to go ahead and start down here. And I'm just going to tie it right here to my end. This is where I started at the very beginning. So I'm just going to tie my yarn here. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 knits, 2 purls. So to knit, we're just going to do like we did before. Go underneath. These are a little tighter. Whoops. Do that again. Okay, that's my 2 knits. Now I'm going to do a purl. And a purl is when you're looking at it and you go underneath of it. Let's see, I'm going to bring my yarn to the front first. I'm going to bring my yarn to the front. And I'm going to go underneath. Come through. I'm going to bring my yarn through. I'm going to hold on to that yarn right here with this finger because I'm going to push it through and bring that yarn off the back, and I'm going to take it off. I'm going to do another purl. So I'm going to go in from in the front here. Put my yarn over. And I'm going to make sure that that stays on my hook, and then I'm going to take it off, and that's purling. So now I'm going to take my yarn to the back, and I'm going to do my 2 knits. Now this might be a little advanced for beginners. Oops, let's try that again. Sometimes I feel like I'm really awkward when I'm on screen doing this knitting. Not crocheting, but knitting. Okay. So now I'm going to bring my yarn to the front. I'm going to do 2 purls. Take it off. I'm going to do another purl. And as I go, it will be easier. This first row, of course, is really tight. I'm going to take my yarn to the back. So it's really tight because I picked up stitches. So I'm going to get through this first row, and then I will be back. All right, so I'm on my second row, so I can see a lot better here. So when you look at them, these are front stitches, and you look at these, you can see those little humps. Those are back stitch. Those are front stitches, and these are regular ones. So purl, regular. I'm sorry, purl, regular. So I have my yarn in the back when I do my regular ones, and I bring my yarn to the front when I do my pearls. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and it's going to make a beautiful pattern for my hat. The first row was a nightmare. This is my second. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth doing this until it gets to the length that I want my rim. And then I will sew my edge together, cinch up the top, and I'll have a really cute knitted hat. I'm really excited about this. I really want to see if it's warmer than my crocheted hats. And I love this color. Kind of surprised at myself that I didn't change colors on it, but I'm glad I didn't now that I decided to make it into a hat. And I have a little bit of yarn here left if I decide that I want to make a scarf and just put a little bit of this color into it, because I don't have too much left. So here is my finished product of knitting 2 and then purling 2, and it made this beautiful little edge for my hat. And then I ended it just like I showed you, and then I took the hat and I sewed it together. So here on the inside I sewed it together, and at the top I gathered it from the inside. So I gathered it and then I just sewed back and forth here. Now I have a really nice hat, and I really like it. It's soft and it's warm, and you can see the seam here a little bit, but I still think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. This might be the first knit hat I've ever made. I'm happy with the color. I like the way it gathers. I don't think I'm going to put a ball on top, and I'm just really happy with it. I think it looks great. There's the seam, but overall I think it looks really good, and I like my little border here, the rim of the hat. So thank you for watching. I hope you give knitting a try. It's so satisfying. It's just beautiful. And you guys have a great day, and I'll be back soon. Bye.